So that's your big news.
Well, maybe it doesn't sound like much to you, but it means everything to me. In case I haven't told you lately, I love your sister with my whole heart.
I love you too, Ethan. And that's why it wasn't a big deal for me to close out my savings account and give you my money. So, what if we start off with next to nothing? As long as we're together, there'll be no stopping us.
Well, you don't have to convince me. I think you're perfect together.
Yeah, only now that Theresa made this incredible gesture by giving me all her savings, I want to do something for her. Now, what do you think I can do to prove that I want to spend the rest of my life with you?
Well, there is one thing I can think of.
Name it.
Why wait to get married? Why not do it right away?
Are you serious?
I'd say she is, Ethan.
No.
What is wrong, Luis? Don't you want me to marry Ethan anymore?
Now, what are you against our relationship now?
Why don't you want Ethan and me to get married?
Yeah, I mean, is it because I'm not a crane anymore?
No. Right, no offense, Ethan, but I'm relieved that you're not a crane.
Luis!
Now, don't get me wrong. No one should have to go through what you did to suffer that kind of hurt. But when I found out that you were Sam's son, I was glad.
Then why are you against me marrying Theresa?
I'm not. I just think that you should wait. Look, the money that Theresa gave you to start over, I mean, that's not going to pay rent for much more than a month, let alone put food on the table.
But Luis, Ethan and I love each other.
But you can't live on love. Right? You have to have money, and your savings, it's not going to cut it.
We'll manage, won't we, Ethan?
Theresa, I want better than that for you. I want you to be with the man who is established. A man who has a foundation that he and his wife can build their lives upon. And no offense, Ethan, but you just don't have that right now. You don't have the financial security of being a crane anymore. You don't have a home. You don't have any money. You don't even have a car. Now, what kind of life is that going to be for my sister if the two of you get married now?
Ethan has a foundation for building a life, Luis. He's an attorney. I mean, how hard can it be for him to get a job?
Plenty hard if the cranes decide to get nasty.
What are you talking about? My family would the cranes would never do that to me.
Right. And I bet you didn't think they'd turn their backs on you, but they did.
All right, both of you, please, would you back off? There's no reason to fight.
You're right, there isn't. As long as you wait till Ethan has a job and a place to live before you get married.
But Luis...
Now, Theresa, you've always been a dreamer. Now, Ethan, you've never had to worry about money. Look, I bet you're clueless as to what the rents are in Harmony. And it's not like you have a credit history now to take a loan out on.
Well, no,
And
but
since you won't accept being a Bennett, you don't even have a last name to give my sister. Look, I just want Theresa to have a decent place to call home and not to have to struggle.
I understand your concern, Luis. But Theresa is right. Ethan is a lawyer. He can find a job and have financial stability in no time.
Thank you.
But it's not his financial stability that concerns me as much as his emotional stability. I see how much Theresa means to you, and how much you depend on her for support. If Ethan were to get married now, he would have that emotional stability to focus on building that foundation you're talking about.
Yeah, and at what price for Theresa?
Excuse me. I know that the two of you love us and you want what's best for us, but whether or not we get married now or later, it isn't your decision to make, it's ours. Yes, young married couples do struggle. I mean, look at Mama and Papa Luis. I mean, remember the stories Mama told us when they first started out? How they lived on soup and water for weeks on end? Those were special times for them, Luis. Times when a couple bonds for life. So let us make the decision if this is our time or not. Ethan, you know that I can't wait to be your wife. So what about you? You still want to get married now? Do you want to get married now?
Theresa, I know you want to get married. But your brother's made a good point. I mean, I have no job, no place to live. I don't even have a car anymore. And I can't even offer you the basics, much less what my wife deserves. And that bothers me. That bothers me a lot.
But Ethan, the only thing I want from you is your love.
I know, and you have it all. And I know, and you have it all. And I have yours. But getting married now is a decision that will affect our whole lives.
That's right. And not having enough money causes more trouble in a marriage than anything else.
Money doesn't matter, Luis. Not if Ethan and Theresa love each other enough.
Sheridan, I love you. But you don't know what it's like to scrimp to make ends meet. You know, it can strain even the strongest of relationships.
Luis, please.
I'm sorry.
We just want what's best for you two.
And I want what is best for Theresa. Now, I've listened to what you've been saying, and I'm beginning to understand how hard it's going to be for me without the Crane money.
You don't want to get married now, do you? It's okay. You know, we don't have to get married now.
Theresa, just because I understand your brother's concerns doesn't mean that we can't overcome them.
Are you Ethan?
Yes. I still want to get married. As soon as possible.
Ethan, I love you.
We'll get married as soon as possible.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you both.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck, both of you.
So much.
Thanks.
You know, maybe we should get back to the mansion and tell your mother. She would be so thrilled.
Theresa.
Ethan, I know that you're upset with Ivy after everything that's happened, but you're starting a new life now. You know, maybe it's time to start over with your mother as well. And she did stand up for us to Julian and Mrs. Hotchkiss.
You're right. We'll tell her. I mean, it wouldn't be right to keep it from her.
Yes.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
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 Becca, what are the two of you scheming about? I demand to know. Ethan, Theresa, what are you doing back here?
We came to see you, Mother.
Oh, you did? We came to tell you that we're getting married.
Well, yes, of course you are, dear. That's what engaged couples do.
No, Mother, you don't understand. We're gonna get married right away.
As soon as we find someone to perform the ceremony.
Yes, I want Theresa to be my wife as soon as I can make it happen.
Oh, Ethan, Theresa, this is wonderful. Congratulations. Oh.
Well, Glenn, you got your wish. Since they're going to be married right away, we won't have to wait long to ruin Teresa's life.
And Ethan will finally be mine again.
Enjoy your happiness while you still have it, Theresa. Because when I finish with you, misery will be the only thing you feel for all your days.